In Only Fangs, I viewed myself as an expert of the game, and I tried to aboba people and people didn't like that. And it's because I gave like unwarranted advice to Tyler1, and then from there it just kind of snowballed into people not liking me. And I realized that you shouldn't aboba people unless they ask for it. And that was like a life lesson that I had to learn, and people started calling me Sardaco. And so I really matured from that experience, from messing up in front of Tyler1, who had like 40,000 viewers at the time.
Save her! Oh my fucking god.
Amelia, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I feel so
okay,
bad.
they're immune to fear.
I haven't offered Tyler any help with Warrior yet because I know he's trying to do this no add-ons thing. But I do want to say that once people start dying, you know, it's a lot of time. So you might want to consider maybe taking a bit of advice on
you,
Warrior.
Motherfucker. I've already admitted my mistakes and apologize. Fuck you for
No.
coming in here and saying it again after I feel like shit. You're
I know
pussy.
you feel like shit,
Fuck you,
but
bitch.
I'm actually offering you help, and I'm encouraging you to take it.
And it made me seem like a bad person, and a lot of people thought I was a bad person. And I had to prove to everybody that I'm not a bad person. I really enjoy helping. I just helped at the wrong moment. And it was tough. It was tough because I had to deal with a lot of people calling me a bad person for a long time. And I still deal with it today. I very often see in other people's chats, I hate Sardaco. I'm glad he's gone. He was such a douche in Only Fangs. And I'm like, wow, I tried so hard to be the helpful person, and it turned me into a bad guy. And I couldn't understand it. And I do see it now. And there's a reason why my close circle of friends, the people that actually know me, they like me, they love me. I've heard them say they enjoy spending time with me, and I enjoy their time as well. Like with Savix and Zaryu and Triumphant and a lot of these guys in the smaller circle, like Jay, Moose, all the guys that have come over and played, Ampi, Sony, all these guys that know me, who I am, would say that I love Sard. He's a great person, but like people that don't know you will judge you off of a clip that they've seen, and they will say, I hate that guy. And that is a side effect of being a streamer, where lots of people can potentially hate you off of off of a short clip where you had a bad moment. And I try to tell myself that, like, it's not about what they think. Worry more about your smaller circle than what everybody thinks. And it kind of helped me, you know, keep my sanity through going through that big deal of like the whole Sardaco thing in Only Fangs. And so I've grown a lot as a person. I don't aboba people. I try not to aboba people anymore unless they ask. And I am trying to be a more positive person in general. And I think that that's great, because I've always been the kind of person who would rather be like, you know, I would rather banter with people like me and Shobek. Like I love Shobek, and me and him have kind of gotten to that place where we can banter now. But I used to banter with people before I got to that friendship level of where me and Shobek are at. And that made people see me as kind of like a troll or a douche or dick or whatever. And it really wasn't that. Like I was wanting that interpersonal, that close relationship with those people. And I would want them to say something back, because I've always viewed like giving someone a compliment as cringe. And as I get older, I've had to realize like it's okay to give people compliments. Like it's not cringe to say, hey man, you did a really good job. That was a great try. Or like it was more like me showing friendship to somebody was kind of talking shit to them. And I had to realize that I'm the only one who sees it that way. And I had to like reflect on myself and just grow as a person and get better at that and try to be more positive. And it's definitely something I still work on, guys. It's definitely something I still work on. Is that the Zar Pika dynamic? Yeah. So I watched Zaryu into Peekaboo for like 2 years before I became a streamer, and I always saw how they bantered back and forth. And I think that also reflected on me, like, oh, if you want to have like a close relationship like Zar and Pika, you got to kind of talk trash back and forth to each other, and it's funny, and you bounce that off. But they have like an unspoken agreement with each other where like they won't bash anybody else but like that guy. So Zar will always be the butt of a joke for any Pika joke, and Pika will always be the butt of the joke for every Zarya joke. Like Zar will never make fun of somebody that has low DPS in the raid. He'll always compare them. Hey, you have better DPS than Pika. You know what I mean? That's that they are each other's butt of the joke essentially. And Shobek is mine. And I'm Shobek's. If you go to Shobek's chat, he's always making fun of me and we can bounce it off. And I love that. I love knowing that I could make fun of Shobek on my stream and I could call him afterwards and be like, hey bro, how's it going? And me and him can have like a real conversation and ignore everything that we've said about each other because it doesn't matter. Because we're just boys. And I had to realize that you got to really build into that relationship in order to get there. And so that's why I used to be Sardaco and now I'm reformed. And a lot of people are kind of asking me, you know, what is this Sardaco lore? Like what is this about? And why did people view you like this? And I hope that people can forgive me for the way that I acted in Only Fangs, because that wasn't really me. Who I am is a very reliable person that you can always call on and I'll be there for you type of guy. But people don't view me as that. I don't know what they view me as now, but I am not trying to be whatever they viewed me as in Only Fangs. Okay. So I'm working on it, boys. Thus Sarniso was born. We're working on that. We're working on that. Shut up and play the game. Okay. Sorry. I got on a tangent right there. My bad, boys. My bad, boys.